I got a bump, 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 fun. Or I got a bump, we ain't not fun. Or I got a bump, 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 fun.
Banked by the Ohio River and the city's abundance of hills, we're at Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're off and running at Paycor Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first down.
One, ready?
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Shot.
Brown on the inside give. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go. Shot.
Give to Williams from the gun. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Coming in for the stop was Michael Pierce.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Gun. 11 MT tank. 11 MT.
They kick the running back in motion.
11 MT tank. Shot.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. Complete beyond the marker. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
On 2.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Let's get set. Shot.
Burrow from the gun. And this time they're get there, and they drop him.
Get set.
Offense up to the line fast.
12.
Trying again following the sack. Caught quickly on the slant. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow escapes the pocket. That's Gesicki. He's got it. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. It's a 21-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, Tate. Dot.
Finds his man, Chase. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. From the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Mighty. 11 mighty.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown, who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
11.
Motioning Chase left. Burrow out of the shotgun. Higgins makes the catch. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball.
Here we go.
It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
11 mighty. 12.
Running back sent in motion.
12. 11. Dot.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. Flushed out now to his left. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down.
11.
Working quickly here.
11 Thomas. 11. Dot.
Play action now. Burrow makes the grab in bounds left side.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Defense just needs to hold them short. It's 4th and 7.
Here we go. 11.
They send a man in motion.
Dot.
Trying for it with Burrow. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first.
Gun. Dot.
Brown will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
At the Ravens 4-yard line.
11 MT. 11 mighty. Dot.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. On the move, headed right. And they take this in for the score. The Bengals They'll drive the length of the field and take a 6-0 lead. Joe Burrow with the touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
The Bengals lining up for a 2-point try.
For the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. And he'll get in. That gives him an 8-0 lead. Really a dream start at home for this team. They add on the 2-point try, and they are quickly up 8-0.
So much game left, but they trusted that even if the conversion failed, they can make up those points over the course of the game. But even more than that, Kate, what they've done now to this home crowd to get them off their seats, I can't wait to hear the volume when the defense hits the field.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Deontay Hardy to return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. 8-0 is our score. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll start this drive out, 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Another run for Henry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The rookie from Michigan there that time. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They go play fake with Jackson. Finds Aguilar. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
13. Go ahead.
Handoff headed right to Henry. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Brought down by the veteran, Von Bell. This is Henry on 2nd. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And the Bengals bringing out a 5th DB. They're in the nickel, 3rd down. Running once more with Henry. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. They send a receiver in motion right. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Justin Tucker to try the point after. And he hits the extra point. A little surprised they wouldn't go for two in the tie, but at least he made it, so the lead falls to a single point. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30.
On two, ready?
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Dot.
Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And that's good for a gain of 5. That's H2OH with a stump.
11.
A gain of 5.
We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle.
At the 35.
And it's the Bengals facing 2nd and 5.
On one, ready? 12. Here we go.
Now they send their back in motion right. Into the hands of Gesicki, complete. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
11. Dot.
From the gun, a give to Brown. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Travis Jones, the man in on that tackle.
11.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
11 Thomas.
At their 49-yard line.
11. Dot.
Here's 2nd and 7. Got a man, it's Gesicki. He takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory.
It's a gain of
11 MT. 11 MT.
3rd and
Dot.
3.
Burrow setting up the play action. He throws a bullet to this. This is caught inside the 15. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals grow their lead just before halftime. So this solid first half continues for them. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach here, Kate, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. They've come out strong. They've been the ones dictating the tempo, and as a result, they add to the scoreboard.
Bengals offense lined up. They're going for 2 again.
Dot.
Burrow to the air now. He's on the move. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Steven Sims with the return. Returns looking good so far. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Dax Hill up for the stop. On 2nd down, here's Henry again. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Ravens call in on Justin Tucker for the field goal. It is a 44-yard look from the right hash. Tucker's kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Sims now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. It's Henry on the counter. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
Aguilar with the grab. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He gets it forward for a gain of 3. That was Geno Stone up there to make that play. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Trying down the middle with Henry. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Dax Hill up for the stop. Offense in the hurry up here. Jackson on 3rd and 1. That's caught for the first. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Flowers will go in motion left. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Slot man motioned over. From the gun, a run for Henry. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. From the gun, Jackson. That's taken in by Henry. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Still set up at the 9. It's 2nd and goal. Jackson throwing here. Setting up the running back screen. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens push their lead to 3.
Bengals 14.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
12. Here we go.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Namdi Matabike making that stop. Only a yard on the play, and that takes us to the end of quarter number 3. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
11. Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. That's going to be cut by all. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
6 yards. That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Catch made by all. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty.
12.
First down, Burrow to throw. That's Gesicki. He's got it. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Check.
Offense up to the line fast.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
2nd and 4. Vacates quickly left side. Throw left side and oh, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Ravens. There he goes, right sideline. And Baltimore finishes the return in the end zone. Touchdown. The Ravens capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. No one else you'd rather have scooping up that loose football. Somebody who could do some damage with it on a return.
Yeah, some poor fortune right there offensively. There was nobody there to, number 1, make the recovery, or number 2, make a solid tackle on that speedster. Once he got the return going, that fumble was headed all the way home.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Gun. Stop.
Burrow back to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
They connect on the deep shot. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. And it's going to be 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. To throw again, it's Burrow. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And the catch is made. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals making a 4-point game here in the 4th. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
The Bengals getting ready for a big 2-point try late.
11. 11.
Burrow out of the shotgun. And he reels it in for 2, so now a field goal would get them the lead. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Henry. And he's brought down for a loss. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
A give to Henry. And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. Working quickly here. Turning to Henry on 3rd. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
I think some of us watching that in real time might not have been sure. He sure was. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first And he popped right away, signaling that he had it.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
They run it with King Henry. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Ravens up by just a couple of points. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. That's a short gain of 1. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Another run for Henry. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
Now a run with Henry. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. Has room inside the 25. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens push the lead to 2 scores now.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Side.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Oh, he fumbles it. They might give it right back. Oh, the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense.
Sometimes, let's face it, it's just better to be lucky than good. Your mind as a runner always goes to worst-case scenario when you feel that ball get knocked loose. That time the sideline saved him and his team.
And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
So for Brock Ewart, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.